How is it going, Bears fans? Welcome back to the Bear Down channel, where we talk everything Bears every day of the week. We've got breaking news out of Hallis Hall from ESPN's Adam Schefter. In a competitive battle, the Bears have informed Mitchell Trubisky that he will be named the starting quarterback due to his progression, leadership, and overall performance throughout camp. Nick Foles made the decision difficult for Matt Nagy, but the team feels strong about its quarterbacks. No, this is not an episode of Uncut or a podcast. This is a general reaction video, and I'm here with my co-host, Jaylen McClinton, to break it all down. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I would like to say quickly before we hop into this one, if you want more Bears content every day of the week, do us a favor and subscribe. Welcome back to the channel, though. I am your host, Chris Malpe. I obviously am joined with my co-host, Jaylen McClinton, someone who has been what you would call a truther through and through, and it looks like the Bears are taking the Tennessee Titans approach here. So, Jaylen, I got to ask you, what was your reaction to this news?
I kind of feel like you already knew my reaction. I actually got a mention, and from a person I follow said LOL, and I saw Mitchell Trubisky's name on this. So I'm thinking Nick Foles is. They just named Nick Foles the starter. But when I looked at it, it said Adam Schefter had the Bears have informed Mitchell was the starter, and I screamed at the top of my lungs. I didn't get in trouble for it, but I kind of got that reaction came out of nowhere. My mom asked me what's going on, and I tell her, but she really doesn't care about that. So I was extremely happy. I kind of knew it from day one that he was going to be the starter. People in the comments were all asking me why am I a Trubisky believer. I've been a believer in him since day one, since we drafted him back in 2017. And, I can't wait till he finally proves the doubters wrong. The Bears, are getting hate about it, why they trade for Nick Foles, and if you're going to continue to, start Mitchell Trubisky. But I know what Mitchell can do when he has a solid offensive line and when he's playing his game. I know he's led us to wins before, and I know he can do it again. So that was just my initial reaction to it.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, Foles needed to pull away in this competition to win. I knew that since the beginning. If it was going to be an even competition, it makes sense to respect the incumbent and give it to him. I would also like to say that Bears insider Greg Gabriel, who's been in NFL scouting for 30 years, is reporting that the leash is, quote, short on Trubisky and that they will pull Foles off the bench at any time. So there it is. We have a winner in the competition. I got to be honest. I was rooting for Foles through and through. But that being said, Trubisky is going to be the guy week one. Do we know how long it'll last? No. Do we know that the leash is short now? Yes, we do. Seems like the Bears are taking the 2019 Titans approach, as I said earlier. And yeah, we're going to have to roll with it and support 10. But, Jaylen, I want to ask you, we know that there's a leash on Trubisky now. It's like a Marcus Mariota situation from last year or so. How short do you think this leash is? And if Mitch somehow comes out week one and doesn't perform well against the Lions, a team that he's performed very well against in the past, hypothetically, if he lays a goose egg in that game, do you think the Bears could switch quarterbacks right there and then?
I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but so I'm gonna say yes there, but I highly doubt it once again. But I wouldn't be surprised at all if Mitchell does come out sloppy. They instantly put in Nick Foles. No.
And then we got one more question before we close this one out. I mean, honestly, this was meant to be a short one. It's just quite the reaction video. But, obviously, the leash is short. I could say that a million times, that the leash is short on Mitchell Trubisky. So, do you think that we'll see Nick Foles starting a game this season, or do you think Mitch really has improved enough to be able to stick it out through an entire season?
Personally, the only times I see Nick, you said starting or in the game?
I would say starting, because I think a lot of Bears fans expect that we're going to see different quarterbacks, that the quarterbacks could possibly fail us throughout the year like we saw in 2019. So do you think that we see Nick Foles starting a game later on this season?
Definitely. I feel like Nick Foles is going to start week 17 when the Bears have already clinched a playoff spot.
Well, personally, just to add my 2 cents to that, I do think we see Foles start at some point. The first couple of weeks are going to be a real tell of the tale for if Trubisky can do it or not here in Chicago. We all expect that he's going to be able to stick in there now. As the quarterback one, we should expect him to be able to start throughout the season. But that being said, Nick Foles is ready to come off the bench. He's ready to do what he does. And yeah, pressure is still on Trubisky. This quarterback competition may be over, but Jaylen, even I think you can agree with me. It continues throughout the rest of the season. That'll pretty much do it for this reaction video. You heard it here first. Mitchell Trubisky will kick off the 2020 season as the starter for the Chicago Bears. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Just a short little reaction for you guys. Comment below what you think about Trubisky starting for the Bears. Also, do us a favor. We've had a 50 like goal all day. Try and drop 50 likes on this video. It would mean a lot to us. If you want more content from us, you can find our website, beardown.com. We post a ton of stuff on there, and we're definitely going to be posting some stuff on there soon about, Mitch being named the starter and how it impacts the Bears. And then, finally, if you want to find us on social media, you can find us on Instagram and Twitter at BearDown. You can also find me and Jaylen's fan pages down in the description. Jaylen McClinton, any last words heading into week 1?
Bear down. I'm extremely excited. I was already excited for the season to start. Now I'm 10 times more excited that, my quarterback is going to be a starter heading into Ford Field.
Yep. Yeah. I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out now. I'm indifferent, but I got to ride with 10. No matter what, I'm a Chicago Bears fan, and I got to support the team through and through. It's been a pleasure to be your host to this, Bear Down reaction video. Once again, my name is Chris Malpe. Thank you so much for tuning in. The road to 2.5K subs by the season is on. Do us a favor, click that red button to subscribe, click the bell for notifications whenever we post. And Bears fans, do us a favor, stay safe, and as always, bear down. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.